Yo, my peoples, what's going on, man? Welcome everybody to the Everything Tournament Part 8. It's the 8th installment. I want everybody to understand, if anybody has not been to the Everything Tournament, that Doctor Strange clothes won the tournament. Now, in the MCU edition, I would like to point out, y'all, the MCU edition, the Marvel Cinematic Universe edition, Doctor Strange's costume beats everyone.
I think that's fair. I think that was a good call.
Of course, you feel that's the good call. Jack. Two-time winner.
Before I go on my rant, man, I got my squad here. I got D Pino Mag. I got at Flobo Boys. I got at Real Jack Farmer. Flobito.com. How are you doing, kind sir? What's going on?
Yo, I'm doing good. Well, I'm good as I can be. The fact that Cloak won a tournament. But other than that, man, I'm fine. I got my health. I got my strength. I'm chilling with the A squad. Everything tournament, you know.
What's going on, Jack Farmer, man? Besides you picking the Doctor Strange costume to win it all.
I mean, you know, I've done this for a while now, guys. I can see how this is going to happen. I can see how it's all going to play out before it happens. It's like the Queen's Gambit here. I can already play it all out in my head. I already know how this is going to go. I already know who's going to win this one. But I'm glad you guys get to find out as we go through it.
My goodness gracious. I see y'all were on Draped in Gold. How'd that go? What y'all talk about?
Draped in Gold had the A-Kid basically volunteering his tribute against Walter today, and the Dusty Cups on NXT. So it's a cool week. Very cool week.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of – I don't know if – I would love to be a champion, but I don't know if I'd want to be a champion enough to get in a ring with Walter. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you win, you don't win.
Word.
They had me thinking A-Kid was gonna make some noise though. You know what I mean? Was I foolish to think that?
I would say the reboot has helped A-Kid out more than anyone else. I feel like now he's part of like the main cast of characters. But hey, of all the matches Walter had, it was kind of the least amount in doubt.
Really?
I thought A-Kid did good though. I mean, I thought he put up a better fight than I expected, to be totally honest, especially after the reboot started. If you had told me day one of the reboot we were going to get A-Kid versus Walter, I would have laughed. But afterwards, I was like, A-Kid, you know, it's not always about who wins. It's about who grows from it. I think this is a match that A-Kid's going to grow from, you know?
Yeah, I guess you didn't see that. Yo, Heidi.
Evan couldn't handle it. He's like, no, A-Kid.
What? I looked up. I was like, what?
Yo, Evan is pieced out, so you're running the whole show now.
To, Everything Tournament,
Yeah.
So
how do you say Will 5 Stud, Heidi? Because that's going to be what the whole show.
Oh yeah, Will 5 Stud.
Will 5 Stud.
He has a veto. He has a veto. Jack has a veto. Evan and I do not have vetoes in this tournament 8. So I can't believe all the control is in the hands of the unwashed masses. The 2-time winner Jack Farmer and
hands are washed. Thank you, good sir. I've been following the rules of quarantine.
Sanitized. I'm just right.
I know. I'm impressed though. I'm like, what?
I'm just saying. Last week you told me, "Hey man, you know it's after the holidays, eat some cookies." But we got Ricochet coming in. I'm like, for real? And
you're
now,
welcome.
Yeah, I was dope, but I was like, all right, I gotta make sure I suck it in case he brings in like John Morrison this week. You know,
I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on, man. I got all kinds of things streaming at once. Maybe that's what it is. Will 5 Stud.
Right on cue. Right on cue.
I got everything all squared away. You know what I mean?
Everything's
I could actually feel the capital lowercase of stud the way you were saying that just now.
Did like a goat.
Okay, Vesper of Evil's in the building. I seen Dylan Matthews in the building. Will 5 Stud, Muffins in the building. I got my crew in the building. I guess we can still let people file in, but I guess while I got my and by the way, Will 5 Stud got the veto. Bro, Frozen 3, bro. Let it go. While we got the 3 in here right now, why don't y'all give us y'all? We gonna have y'all give y'all's picks after Big Face does the rundown while we get other people up in here.
I can't still be in here.
What?
Because it's the Amazon gift card thing. I'm gonna wait.
How the hell long you want me to wait for these haters, man? How long I gotta wait for these haters, man?
Haters. It's only been 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're supposed to be in the waiting room for like 30 minutes before we start.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all can get the Speakeasy Sports on time. Chat. What's wrong with y'all?
For real. Y'all can get the Speakeasy Sports on time, but y'all can't get to this is my baby. Yo, Vesper, I know you feel that joy, boo thing. I know you feel that one, boo thing. That's a little hint. That's a little hint. That's a little foreshadow right now of who might be in the tournament. Oh, but don't forget that Wheel 5 Stud Muffin has the veto.
And Jack too.
Jack Farmer, that sneaky devil, he has the second veto. Wheel 5 Stud, with great power comes great responsibility. You know that. If you want to upset the apple cart, which I know you will, knock yourself out, brother. Because man. Dylan Matthews, out of the kindness of his Australian heart, bestowed he bestowed it. He said, we don't got to do no numbers. We got to do no games at all. I'll just give you my veto.
And that is the best Dylan Matthews impression. Nah, man, no games. It's all good, baby. Yo, you can have that shit.
Yeah, that's exactly how he talks.
That's how it sounds, man. That impression. My listen. Oh, hey, got that video. Yeah, he got to shine up real nice. Got to turn that something sideways. You know what I mean? Listen, that's what I was thinking. I had like 2 nightmares about this veto last night, man.
Oh, wow,
yeah, I do not like Wheel 5 Stud having a veto. I think it's dangerous. I think it's reckless. I think it's irresponsible.
I love it.
I know.
Because he said taking revenge on you, Jack. I'm cool with that.
Flobito, can you break down the Wheel 5 just in case he really doesn't know how he can use the veto, when he can use the veto, what he can and cannot do with said veto?
Hey, man, the veto comes great power, comes great responsibility. As my man Evan Max said, you can use it in every round but the final, as we always said. So if there's something you're not feeling, or if you think your man's going to lose, you want to push one through, you can use it. But once you use it, it is gone forever. So use it wisely.
Sounds good. Hold on, Big Face. You got things lined up?
I'm just trying to start some things, get more people in here.
Yeah,
you know, because I'm not seeing all the people that I normally see. So
yeah. Let's give them a couple more minutes, and then we gotta go.
So let me ask you guys this, right? This is Everything Tournament 8 best badasses. Gotta give it to Jack Farmer with this concept.
Oh, yo, crazy game. What up, baby? Oh, Charlene's in the building. Okay, yeah. First and foremost, let me shout out to Jack Farmer for putting this one down. It's Jack Farmer's baby curated this one. Oh yeah, guys, just listening in my chat, y'all can hear my voice. This is the most badass. This is the most badassery for Everything Tournament 8.
Yes.
I'm glad to hear, Charlene. This is the most badassery. So with that being said, we want to emphasize this is not necessarily who could win in a fight, who could win in a scrap. That's not necessarily how we're doing it. It's who's the most badass person you can't live without. Because if we start lining up some of these people with fights, they're going to get washed. They're going to get destroyed. They won't have no shot. So this is about badassery, Flobito.com.
Right. And so people, human beings without powers are okay. Superheroes are not. And super-powered vigilantes, i.e. Batman or Iron Man, are ineligible. So they're not part of this tournament. But other than that, pretty much anything goes.
Yeah, pretty much if they go. We had a couple little wiggle room for a few.
There's a few
they're just too badass to leave off the list, man. There's a lot of badassery going on. You know what I mean? Maybe I see what Jay Kalenko's doing because he's the biggest hater in the world. Let me see where he's at.
Yeah, the badass concept, by the way, it was definitely one of those ones. The more you think about it, the more you're like, but what about this person? What about this person? There's so many you could go with. I love the people we have listed here. I think it's going to be a really cool tournament. I have no idea who can go all the way to the end.
The Boo Things Everything Tournament. Oh, I'm putting that on there. That's definitely.
That's our Valentine's Day special. It's a one-day tournament. It's a one-day tournament.
That's Valentine's Day, baby. Listen, Boo Things that's gonna be. Damn it! If Chris Hemsworth wasn't gone, I should have saved my Chris Hemsworth.
Boo Thing's a dangerous one, though. I mean, we like to veto things here and we have fun, but I think you could get real personal if you veto the wrong Boo Thing.
No, don't get me wrong. I like mousy women, according to Evan Mack and Heidi Mack. Every girl I like is mousy. She mousy. And I have a complex ever since. Look at.
Listen to America, rest of the world, everybody listen to it with their ears.
He just kept picking girls that had mousy.
You see this? How's the magazine hating?
It was an observation.
Oh, yeah, okay. Generalization. Stereotype.
Like mousy women. It's all good, man.
Stereotypes are not observations.
Hey, we got enough people in here right now.
Biggest
All right.
company in the
We got a lot of
country.
people in
That's okay.
Oh, I see some.
Yeah.
Hello, Moto. All right.
Hello, Moto. We got some people in there. Let's get this.
All right,
I want
guys.
this is for the Amazon gift card. Whoever gets this gets the Amazon gift card launch.
This is for the Amazon gift card. So as I go down, pick your picks of who you think will win this tournament number 8, the Badass Edition. So no, I'm not giving you categories. I am just giving the people.
The entrance.
The entrance. Names. Yes, the 16 names. All right. We have, everyone pay attention. We have Q from James Bond, Data from Goonies, Jason Bourne, Leon the Professional, Steve Irwin, Crocodile Dundee, Sherlock, the Transporter, Ripley, Princess Leia, Mike Tyson, George St. Pierre, Columbo, John McClane, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Highlander, Kevin McAllister, Katniss Everdeen, Indiana Jones, Xena the Warrior Princess, Beatrix Kiddo, Laura Croft, is it Gazelle?
Yep.
Gazelle. Xenia Onatop? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Xena on the top.
Xenia on the top. Snake Plissken.
Right there, fam.
Rambo. Ray Gaines from The Rock. Bill Harding from Twister. Jackson from Bloodsport. Mini-Me. Fox Mulder. And Ethan Hunt. Give me your decisions.
Y'all make y'all's picks. We're gonna start this bad boy. Y'all make y'all's picks. Y'all try to
No, we can't go if they.
I'm not gonna wait forever for them. They gotta start typing it in.
I was like, we can't go because then we're gonna
running down a whole list.
What if they pick something that we already? Then they're like, oh, just kidding. I'm going with this
We gonna
one.
stretch the first one out. Oh yeah. Oh, Dylan, that's a bold statement.
The question I have is, what is Jack gonna pick? Because he's the reigning champ.
What is Jack?
That is true. Oh, crazy game.
Everyone knows the champ goes last. That's the way.
Oh my god.
The champ is here.
Rambo.
I can see you. I know John Cena. You sir know John Cena.
Yeah, I should actually do it like.
Hello Moto is going with Buffy.
And Charlene got Buffy.
Got a couple Buffy.
What up, cuz? My cuz got Jason Bourne.
Yo, Roderick Mack sounds like somebody beat people up for fun. Yo, what up, Rod?
Roderick Mack beat up at least 2 people in his life.
Yo, beat your man. I got your money, player.
He's beating up two people.
Yeah, who got your lunch money? Roderick Mack.
Munch got Mike Tyson. All right.
Roderick Mack is a name that, like, I want to meet you after school, and you're like, I'm gonna skip school.
Yo, Roddy Mack, want to see you, bro? Run.
Don't listen to them, okay?
I've got no problem not showing up.
Like, listen, I got no beef with Roderick Mack. I got no beef.
Charlene got Buffy. Jem just got here. I'm gonna go over this list again.
Oh yeah, please do.
Hold on. Wait.
Jem. Oh yeah. Vesper.
Vesper.
That's strong.
Vesper at Eden.
I like that though.
What about Evan Mack and Flobo? What we got going on here?
Listen, Charlene, get your mind out of the gutter, boo.
I was just reading Charlene's comments.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Charlene.
We are a PG-rated show.
Oh, it's like it's PG-13-ish. You know?
I mean, hey.
I guess
to be fair, on a top is kind of a.
Trust me, it's supposed. Yeah, it's a name. You know, it's like on. You know, what I mean, it's James Bond. It's sexual.
I get it.
Yeah.
So PG-13.
Flobo, what you thinking, Flobo? What you thinking?
So I haven't won a tournament in like 6 of these things. So the person I'm going to pick is going to lose. And that's why I'm picking Snake Plissken. I'm picking Snake Plissken. He is not going to win because I picked him. That's my choice.
Oh, my God.
I dare you.
Wow.
I dare you to vote against him now.
Okay,
biggest bunch of.
Okay, this is for Jem. Jem, I'm going to say it again. Maybe somebody else has joined as well. I'm going to say it one more time. Q from James Bond. Data from Goonies. Jason Bourne. Leon the Professional,
Ooh.
Steve Irwin, Crocodile Dundee,
Croc.
Sherlock, the Transporter, Ripley, Princess Leia, Mike Tyson, George St. Pierre, Columbo, John McClane, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Highlander, Kevin McAllister, Katniss Everdeen, Indiana Jones, Xena the Warrior Princess, Beatrix Kiddo, Lara Croft, Giselle, Xenia Onatopp.
Not a good showing for Gazelle.
I know, sorry. We explained who she is. And the people will know that.
They might be like, "Ooh, damn! I should have picked her
Yeah.
because she went
Snake-
hard."
Yeah, Snake Plissken, Rambo, Ray Gaines from The Rock,
Ooh.
Bill Harding from Twister, Jackson from Bloodsport,
So good.
Mini-Me, Fox Mulder, and Ethan Hunt.
Oh, Wheel 5 stood. Oh, Jem got Katniss.
Oh, okay, Jem. Okay, oh, Xena. Wait, oh, Wheel 5 Star got Xena. Okay.
But yeah, that's Wu-Tang Lawless right there. That's another Aussie right there.
I mean, I can't. Yeah.
Pictures
And
of
then
Jem.
Jem.
Sounds like a comic book character.
Jem. We got Katniss Everdeen. Jack, what did you say? I'm gonna go Indiana Jones. I don't. That's
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough. Yeah,
Classic pick.
let me
So-
do. Yeah, go ahead, Jack. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, going into this, I know that there's a veto out there, and I know that there is a
Lurking.
personal grudge against me. So
Hold up,
I'm going to do what I have to do, and I'm going to pick Xena, Warrior Princess. So Wheel 5 stud, if you want to take me down, I'm taking you down with me.
Oh,
Wow.
Either win together or we lose together.
So hold on. I like how my pick is still the second slimiest pick.
I know it
Jack
really
Farmer.
is. Somehow it is the second grimiest pick.
So savage.
Oh my god. Yeah. So Lobito got Snake. You have wifey has Indiana. Yeah, Monge, man, what's going on, baby boy? Damn, that's some good stuff, man. There's some good stuff in there.
I swore Johan would have picked Tyson. I swore.
Right, I know, right? Let me go with I don't know yet. Jeez, man, this one's tough, man. Challenge. Let me go.
Federico Cougar.
Damn, that's some good stuff in here. Let me go.
oh, Kalenko. Kalenko, what's yours?
Oh, what, baby boy?
I see Kalenko.
Oh yeah, Jay. Yeah, Jay. Jay. Yo, Jay, you got to make a pick, man.
Did he hear my
no,
Jay? Did you hear the list? Do I have to do it again? I'll do it
one
again.
more time. Do it one more time. Then we gonna launch.
Yeah.
We'll do
Okay.
it. Do it.
All right. I want to make sure Jay's there. Are
He's
you
there.
Jay? Okay. I got Q, James Bond. So Data from Goonies, Jason Bourne, Leon the Professional, Steve Irwin, Crocodile Dundee, Sherlock, the Transporter, Ripley, Princess Leia, Mike Tyson, George St. Pierre, Columbo, John McClane, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Highlander, Kevin McAllister, Katniss Everdeen, Indiana Jones, Xena the Warrior Princess, Beatrix Kiddo, Lara Croft, Giselle, Xenia Onatopp.
Gazelle, like the
Gazelle.
animal.
See,
Like
I
the
said
animal.
Gazelle. Gosh darn it! I keep
I
going.
was thinking that's something that bunching.
So frustrating.
He's
Something
right
that
too.
bunching.
Poor girl. I'm sorry. Nobody's picking you. Xenia Onatopp.
She's such a beast, though.
She is though. She scares the crap out of me. Snake Plissken, Rambo, Ray Gaines from The Rock, Bill Harding from Twister, Jackson, Bloodsport, Mini-Me, Fox Mulder, and Ethan Hunt.
Yeah, let me go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with what's it called? I'm gonna go with what's it called? I had it in my head already. Damn, I'm gonna go with Steve Irwin. I'm gonna go with Steve Irwin.
Ooh, I was gonna go Steve Irwin.
I'm going with the sympathy
won.
pick.
Ooh,
It's not a bad move.
It's not. It's not. All right,
He's mad
Jay.
ass in his own right. All right, let's go. We're gonna launch. Let's
Jack
get
is
it.
like a
I need
villain.
Jay to
Not
make
a
his
bad
pick.
move at all.
Oh, Jay Kalenko, make your pick, baby boy.
Make your pick, Jay. And then we're
Yeah, I
going.
know you heard. I know you heard whack ass Princess Leia in there. So make your move, kid.
I'm just
She's
putting
whack?
that. I'm writing that down.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. God rest her
She's
soul.
gonna get mopped up round one.
I mean, it's possible, but I know she's whack.
But I don't know, man. People go
People
hard.
go hard with that Star Wars.
People go hard, boy. I'm about hard.
I didn't think it was gonna win, but whack.
You never know. I didn't think Doctor Strange's costume was gonna win, and it did. Everything's on the table now, man.
No,
Everything's on the table.
The poor costume's doing this by itself now.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't want nobody. The reason why I don't drop the list early because I don't want anybody making any weird little out. Listen, I don't want no tomfoolery. That if we have more people watch this, then I won't give a damn. If we have
that's different.
We have a core small group of people that watch this, and I know y'all. I want y'all's little strategies working, trying to sabotage Jack and sabotage Mac. Nah.
Sabotage them. It's cool.
Yeah, you know what I mean. If we had like 100 people watching this, I'd be like, yo, check the list out. Let's do it. You know.
Oh, he's going John McClane.
John McClane.
That was a pick I was going to pick too.
We've been sabotaging Flobo for a while.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Out here, man.
See, and they do it in real time. Imagine what they do if they had weeks to prepare.
Exactly. See, no, we want everybody to have a fair shake. So you all just hear the names. You don't hear categories.
Everyone's a leader, man.
Fearless leader, boss.
He's right.
Here we go, y'all. Let's go. Let's get this. Let's get it.
Going. All right. So we are starting off with badasses with gadgets. Hence, Q from James Bond and Data from Goonies.
Here you go. Well, that's a picture. That's a picture of him.
So we have different Qs. So it's Q. It doesn't matter which Q. It's Q.
Badasses with gadgets.
Data from Goonies.
It's like a Q average. Gotta put the Qs together.
The Q average.
Q. It's not squared. What is it? Triple. Is it tripled? I don't know.
Yo, you know what I mean, Mom?
I'm not here for algebra. I don't want to hear Q averaged out over 3. I'm done with algebra. Let's get into the
Q to the third.
Q cubed. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, Q cubed.
And then so let's start with Flobo.
I hate math, but I mean, look, man, there's no way you can say badass with gadgets and not mention Q Branch. I mean, that is synonymous what gadgets is in action films and all kind of movies too. And yeah, sometimes it got kind of silly. Like James Bond didn't need an invisible car.
No.
Casino Royale, he got a gun with a thumbprint on it. That was kind of lame. On the other one, it's kind of Masalas. But
I like the Tomorrow Never Dies more control though.
Oh, that was kind of cool. It was a BMW though.
BMW, that's what they get away from Aston. They got out, man. Aston Martin got outbid, man.
Okay, that's it. It's all money, baby. But yo, if I have a mission and I need gadgets, I got to think of Q Branch. That's why I'm gonna go with that in landslide for sure.
Ooh, yeah, it's hard to argue. Let me piggyback on Flobo real quick. Yeah, it's the guy, man, the quintessential guy, and not just because Q is the GOAT, is because Bond's dead without Q. You know what I mean? He really is. There's like those circumstances where if he didn't have that watch that had a saw or a laser in it, he'd be dead. You know what I mean? If he didn't have that one, you know what I mean? Oh, and a golden eye with the pen click. You know what I mean? The grenade that saves everybody. You know what I mean? Yep. So there's a lot of things that Q brought to the table. Besides, he's just charming and witty and amazing, spectacular. God rest his beautiful soul. Was the only Q until all the way up into His World Is Not Enough, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my goodness!
Remember his last line?
Yo, he was like, "Oh, always have an exit." Yeah, he's like, "Oh my God!"
And then he disappeared in the sunset.
And that was it. Oh, what a! Anyways, it's Q, baby. What you got, Jack? I dare you to defend this poppycock.
First off,
Ballyhoo.
Data from the Goonies, by the way.
Let me show everybody who he looks. That's him from the Goonies, right there.
And he's adorable.
Anyone who's watched the Goonies know that not only is he not the toughest guy in the world, not only is he not the strongest,
he's not
but because of his gadgets, he was able to save the entire Goonies squad multiple times by doing what? Standing up to dangerous adults. And when you're a kid, standing up to an adult, there's nothing more badass. But here's the biggest thing. Q should be disqualified because Q is a job title. It's not a name. That's like saying Army Ranger. That you can't. That's not the fact that Q is not an individual. It is a job title. It shouldn't count. And the fact that most people don't even realize this because they all blend together. They don't even stand out amongst themselves, let alone against other badasses. So there's no way. They shouldn't even be in the tournament. It should be a DQ'd Goonies going through. Goonies never
A couple tournaments ago, and I called the Dark Ages. My man Evan Mac brought in a guest, and his name was Ryan Popola. And he had the nerve to say Uncle Phil couldn't be a dad because he was an uncle. I will not live for technicalities, sir. Q counts, and he should be in this tournament.
He was a father figure, so he was the dad. He was the dad. Quartermaster QVQ, the only Q that I recognize.
Wait. Which Q are we talking about, though? We don't even know the name of the Q we're talking about.
Q was the name.
We don't even
Q.
have a picture of the Q we're talking about. We got 3 people.
Yeah, it's the same person.
Except for the last guy, which is the new
same
one.
position.
The first 2 is the same guy. The third one is just paying homage to the replacement. You know why? Because he died, Jack.
Yeah, Desmond Llewellyn died. John Cleese was only 2 of them, 3 of them.
Q, there's Major Boothroyd, Anne Riley, Peter Burton, Desmond Llewellyn.
Okay, stop. There's only 3 Qs. Desmond Llewellyn is the Q, the one from all the movies.
The Q.
There was John Cleese in the Pierce Brosnan era, and then there's Ben Whishaw. Ben Kershaw? Whishaw? He's the last one.
Look, if Q was a damn vampire, he'd still be in all the He died, Jack. He died.
Keep saying it like it's one person. You're like I said, like same teacher. It's different people. It's a job title. It's not the same guy.
So is James Bond.
Q that I'm representing.
007.
Desmond. He was Q for like 90% of the Bond movie.
Yeah, he was.
He's like the Q.
Yeah, he is the Q.
It's more than just that. There's books,
Q.
there's other things. It's a job title that not even
little. We talk about Short Round is not winning this.
Crazy Game said put duct tape on that dude.
I'm just saying this guy shouldn't even be included. It's a job title.
Man, give me a gadget. Give me a gadget. Give me a gadget that kid made in the Goonies that saved them. Give it to me.
Slick shoes. When they were walking across the little bridge, he put the slick shoes on, and they weren't able to follow.
Sorry, Monch made out a good point too. That means Jack should be DQ'd because farmer is also a title.
Hey,
DQ Jack.
And you are not a farmer.
Which farmer are you? There's a million farmers.
I'm a land farmer.
The Jack is a qualifier. The Jack is a qualifier.
This chat is ridiculous. This chat is so ridiculous.
I mean, right now it's like overwhelming.
It's overwhelming.
Hey, I picked Shuri, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought about it, man. I had to curate this damn thing.
No,
man.
I got you.
Trust me, Shuri versus Q. Shuri's a bad girl, man.
Let's see the chat.
They actually even entertained the idea she might be smarter than Banner and Tony Stark. That one line when they were with Vision, she was like, "Why don't you do this?" And they're like, "We didn't think of that." She's like, "Poof!" Like that. Like they even entertained the idea she might be the smartest of all time. That's insane.
Letitia Wright, just keep quiet, man. Don't be posting on social
stop
media.
Posting stuff on social media. Will you stop it? You're about to make your Black Panther. Shut up. Okay, anyways. Q moves on despite
shenanigans.
Yeah, Q moves on. Hold on.
Jack's poppycock.
Just poppycock. Okay. All right. Next is Badass Assassins. We have Jason Bourne versus Leon the Professional.
I want you to look at that baby Natalie Portman. That's young boo thing right there. Now listen, for all you young whippersnappers that don't know what that movie is, I do apologize, but when I seen it, I couldn't leave it off the list because the only reason why the man still ain't shooting people right now is because of that sweet girl with the potted plant. Therefore, Jack Foreman, what say you?
So I'm going to start by saying Jason Bourne, he blows stuff up. He beats people up. I think when you think of badasses and you think of the beating people up style of badass, Jason Bourne is the quintessential version of that. He carves a trail of destruction wherever he goes. But Leon the Professional, as the name says, he's a professional, and we don't give enough credit to being a professional badass. He kills people, and people don't even know he was there.
You don't even know who killed him.
Don't even know who killed
you. Who shot me?
They've been dead for 5 minutes before they realized they were killed.
Yeah, like Evan, how'd you get? I'm in heaven. Like Evan, what happened? I'm like, I honestly don't know.
I'm still figuring it out. But not only that, but he was able to also take in this girl and take care of her, take care of the potted plant, and he not only took out they brought everyone, and I mean everyone. If you see the movie, you'll get it. And they all came, and he still took them all out, and he did the most badass thing ever, which is deliver a cool punchline right before taking out the bad guy in the end. Great, awesome, underrated badass. I gotta go Leon the Professional.
Now, Flobo, I saw that you put Jason Bourne And I'm curious as to why. It's hard to argue Jason Bourne. He's like a blunt instrument, but damn it, if he's not badass.
This is what we're talking about with this tournament isn't necessarily who will win the fight, which
Correct.
we can't leave without. Because frankly, if Jason Bourne fought Leon a professional, they'd be on Jason Bourne. Like I really feel like Leon would probably destroy him pretty quickly. But you think about the importance of what it means to be a badass, and the fact that was somebody, Matt Damon, we didn't think had the capability of being a badass. I can tell when that movie was released, everyone was putting themselves in that role, thinking how it could be waking up with all these powers unlocked. I mean, it changed the action genre, and when someone says, I'm going Jason Bourne to him, we knew exactly what that meant. That's why I went Jason Bourne here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man, because even the people that wanted to cast him didn't think he was badass enough because they couldn't see the since you spoiling stuff, crazy game.
Yeah, no spoil it.
I guess it's my rule. It's the 1 year rule. That movie's 20 years old, so
yeah, at this point. But if you haven't seen it, you should go see it.
It's a brilliant film. It's a well done film. It's a low budget film. It's a great film. It actually launched Natalie Portman and show people that she's actually not just a cute girl. She's here to stay. She's going toe to toe with one of the great French actors of the generation, and she's a star. But yeah, it's okay. I'm just joking, crazy. Come on, it's been like damn near 30 years. But
yeah.
you're good.
Spoiler alert after how long?
The
fact that Natalie Portman's a kid in it should be a giveaway.
Yeah, she's a baby, man. She is a baby.
We spoiled every Marvel movie last week.
Look at that chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget.
But man,
it's interesting, man, because I like the both great arguments, and you're right about it changing the genre, and it also it literally it's like a la Liam Neeson, when you give somebody a different career trajectory. They had him as the guy that said, he's Will Hunting and he's the blah 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 guy. Next thing you know, you put him in a movie where he can beat the brakes off people, and they were like, well, I don't think he can do that. I'm not sure. It's Matt Damon. Matt Damon was like, okay, I'll train and I'll show you. And next thing you know,
acting. Yeah.
It's just acting. It's craft. But he found a way, man. If we're talking about badass assassins, though, I gotta go with Leon, just because, just like you said, Jack, man, the best assassins, you don't even know to kill you. Mm-hmm. You don't even know. I think it's kind of whack if you shoot me while I'm in the bed chilling or something. I mean, I like Jason Bourne. He's kind of up close and personal, even though he's about to shoot the homeboy in the head if he didn't see the little kid on the couch. You can't just be. I'm just not a big fan of assassin work. It's a little too creepy. You got to creep up on a brother, man. I'd rather you just kill me in front of my face. You know what I mean? However, if we're talking about assassin, Leon is he literally is the perfect title, the professional. And the only reason why I didn't pick my boy Chow Yun Fat and replacement killer, because I didn't think y'all haters would know who I was talking about. And I wanted to curate this tournament so maybe everyone's involved, because that's who I really wanted to go with. Ah Zhang from Replacement Killers, Chow Yun Fat, Mira Sorvino. All your boys running amok, man. Charlene C.
I probably would have picked Ninja Assassin.
Stop getting your white folks mixed up now. Getting your white folks mixed up.
I would have picked Ninja Assassin because I know he's a ninja, but
Rain, he could beat everyone though. That's not even fair, man. He literally was abused.
You get black sand and a piece of paper, and you're like, crap, I'm dead.
The kid made the floor creak with wood, and he cracked his foot up, and so bad he was like rolling around in the bed all night. Shout out to Ninja Assassin. They made a big misstep when they went CGI with the blood, but that's neither here nor there. Practical effects always.
That's a fun movie though. That's an underrated fun movie.
Yeah, they lost a lot of people. The CGI blood was too silly. You got to go practical effects when it comes to blood. It's hard to CGI blood, man. And Wachowskis, man, they get a little ahead of themselves sometimes. But they get a little ahead of themselves a little sometimes. But man, I got Leon, man. What is the chat saying? What say you, chat?
Well, Charlene, does this mean you change your vote because you were thinking Marky Mark? I'm like, the only reason, I mean, it's not like it's big difference, but it could be if someone else voted. But right now it's Jason Bourne.
Ooh, wow. Leon, man, y'all gotta watch.
It's fair. I'm not mad about it. But The Professional is such a good movie.
He's going to get man. With Jason Bourne, there's a lot of badassery going on with Jason Bourne, though. He has a lot of badassery.
Yeah, Leon got some votes, so that's not a okay. Sticking with Bourne. Okay, so he still goes through. Everyone
should go watch Leon the Professional after
No,
this.
it's so good though.
I feel like a lot of the Bassan movies get written off because they're B movies, but all those protagonists, a lot of those protagonists are just like, okay, cool. Even like the lamer ones, like From Paris with Love with like Charlie Wax, you know? With,
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Is Jack Reacher an assassin?
No, he's a soldier. He's like an ex-soldier.
I know he's a soldier, but isn't he like not a
soldier? He's like a fixer.
Mercenary.
He's not
yeah, I guess a mercenary is different.
Assassins are people that get paid to kill people, though. You know, that's not his shit.
Technically, I think he's like a detective for the military.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Okay. I just knew he had a sniper rifle and.
Well, he can kill, but that's not his profession.
Okay.
He doesn't get a check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta watch it, Charlene. It's really good.
It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it hangs upside down through the doorway.
Lord.
It's so good.
So cool.
I
love that. He's French.
Jean Reno is a phenomenal French actor.
Yeah. We just watched him, and what did we just watch?
A very terrible movie with a very terrible actress that is Ruby Rose. Very terrible.
But I mean, he's awesome.
But I literally clicked on that movie because of him. That's why I put it on. I put it on because I said, "Oh, he's in it." I said, "I'll watch it."
I saw Rogue City. He's in that too. He's still going.
It's called The Doorman. It is an abomination. It is a piece
it's about
of
Ruby
shit.
Rose.
However, I got Jean Reno, and as soon as he pops up, I'm like, he still got it.
He's the best part of the Hitchcock.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of people are hot, man. She when she comes up on my screen as an actor, then she needs to act. If she's a model, then she needs to model and stay the hell out of the damn movies. Yeah. That's just neither here nor there, though.
So you watch a Batwoman, I see?
I watched that abomination.
I remember when you did. You're like, poo! It's like on two different texts. Poo!
Go ahead. What's the next one? Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on, I'm updating things.
Poop emoji.
This freaking website is so
I'm dreading
weird.
this next one, though. I'm dreading it because it's going to be hard. It's not hard to
Dylan Matthews.
I didn't know she was Australian.
Yeah, I know that.
100%, 1,000%.
She doesn't really talk much in John Wick. 2, 3.
No, but she always has an American accent in almost everything she does. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, thank you very much. That's what
I was saying. Yeah, that's what we were saying.
I need her to eat a cheeseburger, too.
Yeah.
Just one
without pickles. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, on that note,
in her case, get all the nutrients.
Hello, Moto, also second Dylan. But on that note, the most badass Australian, which she is not on that list, is now Steve Irwin versus Crocodile Dundee.
Now, let me tell you something. Yeah, y'all take a good look. First of all, one has an adorable koala in their hand. Damn it. So y'all take a look. Now, this is badass Australians once again for the tournament. It's not who could beat the hell out of somebody.
Who could you not live without?
Sleep without a landslide. Sleep without that one.
Flowbeetle.com would say, yeah.
Oh, man. This is why it makes the tournament so hard. Because who wants to be the guy to vote against Steve Irwin, man? I feel like I'll have the 3 ghosts of Australian Christmas past in my
That's so true.
Be like, Mikey, you said.
Yeah, whoever else is there, name 2 more Australian heroes that are no longer with us. I already know. Like,
Chris Hemsworth is like, you got rid of me too, Flo.
Crikey, Flobo.
But maybe.
Damn, Dylan, you shaming people. Come on, you can't shame them before they make their pick.
Look, Steve Irwin's going to win this in the landslide. I want to say this. When I was a kid, and even as an adult, one of the dreams I have in life is to make it to Australia. Always wanted to go. Love the culture, love the people. Just the accent's really dope. It should have won that tournament. You know what I'm saying? But perhaps comically, when people thought of Australia, it was Crocodile Dundee for so long. I mean, it was this ruggedness about it, but being comfortable and being rugged. Be like, that's a knife. Like that's not like, oh my god, this knife is in my hand, which is what I did with my knife. I just thought that was so cool as a kid. So even though I'm going to pick Crocodile Dundee, I cannot get mad if Steve Irwin wins this one.
Yeah, Flo, Jack, what say you? That's Crocodile Dundee was that dude.
I agree. I mean, Steve Irwin's going to be a tough out for anyone, even just because of the emotional pull of it. What makes Steve Irwin a badass, though, like, let's just take all the emotional stuff out of it.
Yeah, all seriously.
The fact that he tussled with the most dangerous predators on the planet with a smile on his face, like a giddy child. Not like, oh, I'm going to do this because it's dangerous. It was just like, hey, whatever, a crocodile. This is great. That is what makes him great. I think if we're looking at this without the emotional connection, though, it honestly is Crocodile Dundee because he does the same things, but he also messes with the most dangerous animal, and that is humans, and he beats them up as well. He has a knife. He even goes to New York and represents Australia. I think the nature of this tournament would be Crocodile Dundee, but I know the votes are going to go to Steve Irwin.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I was making a joke earlier, but I'm not even doing it for a sympathy pick, man. I just, as far as badass go, it's Steve Irwin, man. Steve Irwin is the guy that made me realize that, like, I love growing up. I used to watch people all the time. Jack Hanna. I grew up with Jack Hanna. You know, that's my era. But as I started getting older, you know, like the way Steve Irwin presented it, you know, you're right. He presented it in a fun way. Like as he's creeping up on the creature, he's like giving you fun facts about that creature. And the best part of it, what separated Steve Irwin from, I think, everyone that still does it, is you could see the joy while he's hunting stuff. Like he's like, look, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. Like it'd be the most ridiculous creature that you would misunderstand, and he would put it over like it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, and it'd be the most dangerous things you've ever seen. And ultimately, that danger cost him his life in an unexpected way. But if that's not badass, I really don't know what is. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Plus, he would even do things that was like, again, with a smile on his face, like, yeah, if I poke this crocodile in the eye, it gets really angry.
Don't be a dick, Jay.
That's awful, Jay. Okay, this is make believe world. Okay,
I mean, Jay's not wrong. No.
Jay will never get a veto now.
Yeah, but I can't emphasize it enough. This is a fantasy tournament, as if you know, you listen.
As if he was.
Can we play pretend? I know we're all adults here. Can we please pretend the game, guys? We know he's dead. Let's just try to play the pretend game for once. Teachers did such a good job when we were younger, then we just lose the magic. We're like Robin Williams and Hook, man. We forget out of
I mean, honestly, it is like it's Steve Irwin. I mean, there's no.
He's gonna be a tough out.
Yeah.
I mean, Hello Moto said that he's avoiding taxes, so that's why he doesn't live there. He doesn't live in Australia.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's badass.
That is pretty badass. That's like, all jokes aside, that's a national damn treasure, man.
Yeah.
That's the last time I heard of that happen was Bruce passed in China. China had that on every single channel in the entire world.
And I don't want to make light of his passing, but he's so badass that he died in like one of the most unique badass ways.
It is
like,
weird, man.
It is like one in a bajillion of how you can die.
I'm sure they're gonna reboot. They reboot everything because they have no originality in Hollywood. All they do is recycle stuff because there's no original writers anymore. So I'm sure they are. When I heard them making I Know What You Did Last Summer as a series, I almost quit life. You know what I mean?
Uninstall.
I said a series. How long did that go?
End simulation.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's gonna be chasing them around for what, 6 seasons? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Well, you see in a Pretty Little Lies it is.
Yeah, that show. I said, how is this show still on the air?
Yeah. Are you a?
Got a secret? Can you keep it?
There's a great YouTube show called Everything Is a Remix.
Hey, Hello Motel. Hey,
don't everything borrows.
Don't begrudgingly post. Don't begrudgingly post that Hello Motel. That was begrudgingly.
Hey.
I mean, it's true though.
She goes, ugh.
I feel like I could see instead of him, I could not him, but I could see his brother, the oldest brother, do it. What's the older? What is it?
Liam.
No, that's not Liam Hemsworth. Luke. Yeah, I feel like Luke Hemsworth. I feel like I could see him do it instead.
He's adorable.
Yeah. He just seems so
listen, I can't argue with that spirit, man. That's ancient right there. Hold on. I'm glad Evan is sitting down because there's a rumor crocodile. Yeah, that I might spot. See now, what I say about reboots?
Yeah.
No, that's like I said. It's bound to happen. All jokes aside, that fake thing they did the commercial of.
Oh, that thing was
the greatest movie of all time.
Oh, seriously.
You know what I mean? That thing went on Danny McBride.
I would have loved that.
Oh my god!
Like as his American kid, bastard kid or whatever.
Yeah, that's a reboot I can get behind.
And Chris Hemsworth was like his cousin. Like,
yeah.
Come on.
I said, wait a minute, this is just a commercial to go to Australia? I said,
so
are you crazy?
Mad.
You gotta sell Australia to me, man. I want to go right now.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the key to a good reboot.
The Max are staying in a high-rise hotel.
Yes, Jack. That's the thing.
High-rise hotel.
Like Jumanji did a good job. I think of totally going away from the original story and let's just get crazy. Let's just go in the jungle. Like that's what saved it. If they were going to be like Robert Parrish again, it wouldn't have hit the same. I love the way they did. You're right. You got to go make fun of yourself. You got to go crazy, man, and just get away from the original concept as much as you can.
No, Evan missed Evan missed my comment. I said the Max will be staying in a high-rise hotel.
Yeah, it ain't.
Wait, in Australia or
yes,
Thames looking for Monge? I don't know where.
No.
Monge. I'm sleeping on the Monge till I fight.
Oh, that's different. Yeah,
till I fight Monge.
We'll be like in a houseboat on the Thames, like.
Yeah.
Listen, when it comes to Australia, there's 9 million things that can kill you in Australia. I'm gonna be in the highest pit building on earth, whatever the highest. Bro,
hotels on the ground.
The problem is you're going to be in the top of that skyscraper and see a giant eagle nest. That's like in your house.
It's gonna be like a dragon. It's gonna take me away. I'm like, damn it!
That is Jumanji.
I should have just let it go. Jumanji is based on Australia's everyday life, man. I'm done.
For real.
Also the Graham. Oi.
What's the next one? Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Oh, Mosh said, "We still doing this?" Okay.
Damn right. He thought you were trying to back out. Save his ass. Nah, hell no. I'm feeling revigorated. And we can't listen. I will never be able to leave American soil for the next 18 years, but I'll see you when I'm like 50.
Yeah. Serious.
I'm like, can I go to Britain? He's like, yeah, Evan, if you want to stay quarantined for 9 years. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll stay here for a little bit.
Because I'm waiting for the 20th to happen, and then Biden's like, yeah, we need to close our borders like now, like everyone else did. So yeah, I think that's gonna happen to us too.
Charlene, you know the thing about it, it's I started watching it when it was a cult. When people start getting on stuff and acting like it's brand new, I can't watch it. It literally it infuriates me because it kind of ruins the tape. I know, Flo, but I know in some degrees you're like that as well. When things you have that are kind of like yours, kind of, and you're like, oh, this is a good show. Then all of a sudden Netflix get a hold of stuff, and then people act like Netflix invented the show, even though it was on YouTube TV, and everyone's like, even you watch Cobra Kai, I said, guys, I did watch Cobra Kai. It's called Karate Kid. I've already seen it. You know what I mean? So I watched the first season and it's great. It's a great concept. It's great how they flip the script is well written. But what happens is they start getting ahead of themselves as well. And now it's getting a little crazy. I told you when it comes to episodic series shows, I'm always asked the question, how long can it last? How long? How many seasons can we have where it really makes sense? Or are you really just trying to take people's money? Like, because I'm like, how long is Cobra Kai gonna go? For real? Like, damn, like think about how long can Stranger Things last? Like the original idea was to make it an anthology with different actors, but all these fans went crazy and the Duffer Brothers, they panicked and they were like, we'll bring everybody back. I go, no, you could have just did whatever. This is your show. It still would have made money. Like how, like these kids are like giant now. Now they're all giant children.
They're all basketball team.
They're all
they get traded the Brooklyn Nets.
What I'm Evan, I don't mean to blow your mind here, but when kids become giants, it means they're adults.
Yes, Jack. That's what I'm trying to say. Like they're like weird kids that go, no. Like I go, after this season, what the hell are you going to do? How long are we going to do the upside down and 11 moving things and then their nose bleeding and then like the will they or won't they get together? That stuff wears me out, bro.
They don't do frustrated in TV shows enough. Like at what point, even in Stranger Things, like another upside down situation?
Yeah.
Like, let's just give up, guys. Like it's happening. Come on.
Yeah, like it's the end of the world.
Yeah, so my thing about it is, I'm sure it's a fabulous show. But when some people are like, "Dude," I go, "Nah, I'll wait till y'all get done watching it, then I'll watch it later on." I'll watch Cobra Kai when everything. I'll be like, "Dude, can you believe?" I go, "Is it? It's the same guys from the Karate Kid, right? But they're older, right?" Oh, okay. I'll watch it later.
Max discerning palate.
Yeah. I do. When it comes to that, I am a snob. When it comes to that. Evan, you watched the new Saved by the Bell? No, I already watched Saved by the Bell 20 years ago.
Yeah,
I'm
good. Don't watch.
And the college years.
Like I said, I
watched the college years.
Well, I didn't watch the college years.
I'm still waiting for City Guys.
College years is amazing. But those shows are for. See, I'm an older guy. I tell people all the time, this is not me being a hater. It's because I'm very fortunate. I seen those shows. These shows that they make to make money. It's not. Everyone thinks it's for us. It really isn't, because if you watch these shows, they're for kids, man. They're for young kids that don't know the product. They give us little nods here and there. But when I watched one episode of that Saved by the Bell, I was like, oh, this is for kids. Like kids. But everyone's like, this is not my Saved by the Bell, because it's not. You're right. It's not just Saved by the Bell. You can go watch your Saved by the Bell. Like I don't have to worry about a new Fresh Prince. I'll just watch Fresh Prince. I'm good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's the beauty of life. You can go watch stuff again. It isn't just go by it and you can never watch it again. You know what I mean? So like if I really want to watch Fresh Prince Family Matters, I can watch them.
I think that's the stage of life, actually. I can, like, where you get to the point where you stop watching new stuff and start just watching the stuff you watched before.
That's what I mean. Heidi always. I put on Columbo every day. Do I watch Columbo every day, or do I watch Columbo every day?
Yeah, we watch
every
Columbo
day. What's the next one, baby?
Okay, we
See
are
if I see you
now.
guys reboot.
Steve
Yes.
Irwin, of course. It was, full on.
He's gonna be a tough out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our next is British badasses.
Ooh.
We have Sherlock Holmes versus the Transporter. Evan, how about you start?
I will. You see right there, I just want to size it up real quick. Sherlock, you know what I mean? Benedict Cumberbatch, you can take anyone you want. Or the Transporter. Okay.
Sherlock's a title.
Yeah, well, which Sherlock are we voting for?
Sherlock is one person. It can
Yes,
be
seriously. That was
actors.
that's a callback for real.
Yeah, oh, it's a title.
There's so many films. Like, get the hell out of here.
All you gotta do is hop in Google, type it in,
And there's one face you're gonna see.
it says right off the bat, Q is a title, like M is a title. It's not a not
Oh
a
my,
person.
yes, it means quartermaster. Yes, it's the British word, quartermaster. Yes.
So all quartermaster. I'm over it. I'm
Oh
over
my
it.
goodness. Jake Kalenka right at the gate says transporter. He's obviously smoking crack, but that's okay.
But that's
No,
okay.
I go transporter here
Darlene,
too.
that's
I'm with
Blue Bang
Jay.
of the week
Jay
right
and
there.
Jay and I are parking our cars like the transporter in the same
Continue.
garage.
Go launch, Jackie boy. Go.
Here's the thing: Sherlock's smart. He's clever. He solves
that all
crimes.
he is?
But the problem is,
Is that all he is?
the problem is, we've already talked about Sherlock a lot on this show, and the reason is because we talked about Watson. Sherlock always has someone there helping him out every single step of the way.
French guy and transporter. How'd that work out?
Transporter, look, he can drive, he dresses well, he can beat people up. That's everything you need to be a badass. He's amazing.
Without the French cop, what is transporter's jammed up like 2 times.
He has, just like any hitman or anything else, he has people who give him work and he finds it. He had a fight with a guy in a crashing airplane. Come on, how do you beat that?
With Sherlock Holmes.
By
Wait.
transporter, you mean the original 3, or do you mean like the 4th one, the TV series too?
Yeah, when I say transporter, I'll let Jack take any argument he wants.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, got it.
I was thinking just the first 3, but
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
no, I think that those are superior.
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are way superior.
Pretty good on
Yeah.
the hand.
It's Jason
I like the
Statham.
kid that played in the reboot. I like the kid. He's a good actor. It's just he's living up
He's not.
against like a legendary thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Statham,
actually interviewed him for that movie.
I like him. I think he's a great actor. He's really good and stuff.
very, very respectful of the role that was given.
Are we
to him.
talking about how sexy the people are, or who we can't live without? Jake Kalenko.
yeah, I'd say with the transporter thing, the reason I say the 3 is similar to, I know he wasn't playing Jason Bourne, but like I don't consider the Jeremy Renner movie as part of
Oh,
the
yeah, I
discussion
forgot.
for
Well, I
Jason.
know what you're saying. I know, yeah, because you're right. It's just one of those things where they made it, and it's great. It's a good film. It's just not, you know what I mean? It's not
Not weird.
Jason Bourne. You know what I mean? Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go. Sherlock Holmes, man. Like I need a guy kicking down doors, even though he wasn't supposed to kick down doors. I know he was a beast. Kicking down doors and beating up people. That's fine. He's just so sloppy, though. He's sloppy, man. We're just kicking down people's doors. I gotta go to Home Depot, get a whole new door. You know what I mean? You can't be just kicking the door on me.
Yeah, that Home Depot in downtown
You know what I
London.
mean?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? You got my door all kicked in, man.
I go to Lowe's.
No,
man.
I like it. Yeah, no, I like Sherlock, not just because he's an icon. It's about what you can't live without, badasses you can't live without, walking around with a coat on and a hat and a magnifying glass and solving murders of people that think they got away with it. Pretty badass, you know what I mean? Walking around and being like, this guy went this way because the wind blew this way and this temperature was this during this time and only flowers bloom on this hemisphere at this time. You know what I mean? Crazy stuff like that to solve murders. I feel you know what I mean. Vesper, I knew you was the one. Yeah, man. Hello, Motu. I feel you, girl. Yeah. What say you? You know what I mean? Because it's not like I can't. This is no wrong answer.
So again, the same question for you. Are we talking about TV movie Sherlock or any Sherlock I want?
I always got any Sherlock that for moving forward, like it's when you hear that name, whatever your heart tells you. You know what I mean?
So
Like, could you live without Transporter, or could you live without?
Well, this is where it gets confusing. If it was just like the TV shows and movies and stuff, I would have picked the Transporter. But I did read the books as a kid, and so I got to go with that because on top of his powers of, well, he calls deduction, but it's actually induction, and his fighting styles. He actually invented his own martial art. It was called Boritsu.
Did your guy do that, Jack?
which is a corruption of the British
Made
martial art
made up his
bartitsu.
own martial arts.
No,
What a
for sure.
nerd. That's not
He
bad.
did. He did.
What a
He did.
nerd.
He
That's
did.
a
It was
nerdy
a
thing
modified
to do.
version of bartitsu called baritsu, and he
Sir
practiced it
Arthur
himself.
Conan Doyle makes no mistakes.
He doesn't, and a whole generation of people learned this martial art that Sherlock Holmes performed,
What
and
you mean
that
weak sauce? Where's your magnifying glass, Jacob?
You know why? You know why he had to make up his own martial arts? Because he didn't know any real martial arts, so he just made it up and was like, "Oh, this is my martial arts."
Are you saying that Bruce Lee's not a badass because he made up his
about
own
that?
martial art?
Feet to fire. Feet to fire.
Did
Bruce
Jeet
Lee's
know?
real? Sir Arthur Conan Doyle just didn't want to do the research, so he just made up his own.
Wow.
Dang.
This dude got knighted for writing a book. I think he's pretty bad at his damn self.
What's
Good.
research?
Oh my God.
I'm picking Sherlock now to spite. I was going to be nice, but forget it. I'm picking
He's like, no,
Sherlock
hell
now.
no. Oh my
What
God.
you gotta say?
I mean, I'm actually surprised. Sherlock Holmes, man.
That does surprise me. I wanted to go hard for you, boy.
That doesn't surprise me at all. I kind of figured.
Wow. Transporter got
Transporter's
street
pretty
cred.
badass. Yeah, I thought so. That first movie, I was like, yes. Like,
30
I
was underrated too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the French cop. The French
That's
cop.
fine.
that was his friend.
He'll beat me. I know, but is he? Listen, he can't beat Watson, though. You know what? I'm not so sure he could beat Transport. We're not talking about who could beat Udo, but I'm saying I'm not so sure he would just wash Sherlock. You hear
Remember,
about
he knows his own martial arts.
He knows his own martial arts. Jake Kalenko. I know that was a lot of news to a lot of you haters in the chat.
Made up his own martial art.
He's also a client, a practitioner of the arts.
Hey,
I'm gonna hit you with a little Jack Jitsu. I must be really badass.
Well, if you're in the tournament, Jack, I'll vote for you, but you're not.
If I heard you came up with something called Jack Jitsu, I wouldn't mess with you.
Jack
Take my
Jitsu.
money. Take my
I
money.
got through round one of a badass tournament, then the tournament's broken.
Jack Jitsu.
Yeah, Jack Jitsu sounds amazing though.
I want to learn that.
So what's next on that?
Kills you with smiles. Chisel dog.
Kills you with that chisel job, bro.
Blesses you with his
It's a
chisel.
weapon.
Okay, so
Kills you with carpenter looks.
it looks like Sherlock Holmes.
That's
is
all.
walking through.
It's mostly just covering my face.
That's badass, man.
That's amazing.
Okay, so our next category after Sherlock has gone through now, here I'm just checking. Okay. We now have in space, badasses in space. We have Ripley from Alien versus Princess Leia from Star Wars.
Drink it in. Drink it in.
And
Drink
let's
that
see.
in.
Yeah, look at that. Look at all that.
Already, just look at how they're standing. You know who the badass is. Look
Like,
at
come
that
on.
picture.
Let's be
You know.
honest.
I mean,
Jack, go ahead. Jack, you start.
Let's be honest, Jack.
First off, Ripley damn near should win this whole thing.
Let's
Ripley
be honest, man.
just an underrated badass all the way.
What do you mean, Maj?
Ripley was one of the first legit like girl power action stars there was, and it wasn't just this over the top trying to be it just because she wasn't given authority. She took authority. She survived an alien on the ship. Then she had all of her authority taken away again, and she took it all back herself. She said, "Get away from her, you bitch," in one of the best lines in movie history. Princess Leia, man, she was born a princess, and she was given control. She neutered Han Solo. She's the worst.
Oh my God.
I mean, she is a leader. We can give her that. She was a leader.
She was born into being a leader. She was born into being a princess. She was born a Jedi. Didn't do anything with being a Jedi, by the way.
Not a damn
Those
thing.
powers faded until these new movies came out.
All she'd ever do is be like, Luke's around somewhere. We should get him to do it.
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Who's more badass? So did Leia. What are we talking about right now? Leia's dead. What's your argument?
Ripley is one of my all-time favorite action heroes. Ripley is so awesome. If you're not voting Ripley,
that's more accuracy. That's more honest. Crazy game.
Back.
You favor Leia. Just say that. Don't make up some poppycock. Just
Like,
say
I mean-
you favor Leia. It's your prerogative. You wrong though.
Ripley killed aliens 5 movies or something. 4
Listen,
movies.
And arguably 10 aliens can take over Earth. They're that dominant, man.
Right.
They would move from village to village to village and just kill
You have
everything.
a queen that's done. Everybody's dead.
Yeah, there's a queen. It's a wrap.
We're all dead.
And we should say when she was surviving, it wasn't like her crewmates were all a bunch of nobodies. They were like trained military people getting torn up, and she was still just like, "Nah, I'm surviving. I'm killing you all."
What about you, Philip? I'm curious where you stand on this one, brother.
Man, it's a hard one because when you think of sci-fi women, the first image I have is Princess Leia. I mean, I just maybe because Star Wars is footprint of what it is. Aliens more, at least at first, it was a thinking person sci-fi series. But the more I think about it, you can still have Star Wars without focusing on Princess Leia. You can't take Ripley out of Alien because that whole movie would collapse. So I gotta give it to Ripley, although I don't feel confident about it. It's like I think Ripley, you know.
My thing about that, I'm asking you a question: is why Leia though? What the hell has Leia done?
So it's not
choke Jabba the Hutt when he wasn't looking like a little punk.
Oh, well, you know,
I forgot about that.
She choked him like a little punk. She couldn't do it when he was chilling there, but when all the stuff starts getting, he waits till my man's back turn. He has a little goblet and she choked him out. I'm not a fan of that.
Well, let me ask you a wrestling question.
Justice for Jabba.
What? He was a slave owner, Jack.
He's very misunderstood. He's very misunderstood.
Don't listen to Evan, because Evan shouted out Skynet one time, and I won't let him forget that. Shout out to Skynet. Looking over us.
Skynet's like, y'all made us. Why the hell we the bad guys? You made us. Skynet's like, what the hell? Why should I not shout out Skynet? Me and Skynet be chilling. I'm like, listen, I try to tell him Skynet. I be the only human like chilling, like, yeah, man. Me and Skynet, cool. I mean, Leia and Return of the Jedi, I guess.
Well, the question
compared to who though?
So here's what I'm saying.
I mean, teddy bears were badass in Return of the Jedi.
That is, oh my god, look at this.
Okay,
world.
what I'm saying is, you're asking a question. Why do people like favor Leia? But let me ask.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Let me ask you a wrestling question. Why do people favor Hulk Hogan? That dude had 3 moves, but he was inspiring. For a long time, he was an icon of the genre. That's why you can't.
It's hard for me to compare Leia to Hogan. Hogan for all his shortcomings, he's a pillar of wrestling, though. You know what I mean? He literally took, but Leia didn't take Star Wars mainstream. You know what I mean?
I understand that.
You guys are arguing the wrong thing.
I know what you're
about
saying.
Who's the most famous or who's the most thought of? It's who's the badass.
Yeah, there's no way in hell you can compare.
I am not agreeing with this. I'm trying to show you why I think the chat said
Jedi.
But
Leia is she's really not a Jedi though. She had no Jedi training. She has no Jedi.
I didn't say she was.
No, I'm talking to Crazy Game.
Yeah, no. I was like, she might have had the power, but in the new movies.
I could have $20 million, but if I don't spend it, what the hell have I done with it?
She only had feelings. If you watch The Return of the Jedi, she only had feelings, and like she could always feel things because she was never trained.
People always want to get to this whole like you can't make
these newer movies. They give her like weird.
She was a princess. She's not Luke, guys. She didn't have any of her training. You know that's intensive. You know what I mean? They take the kids at a young age, they put them in school, harassing them. You know what I mean? It's like.
The training did seem to get easier as time went on, though.
What training did she do with Luke? That whack it? No, stop. Please.
She trained for like a week and then got a different pastime, different hobby. She's like a kid who wants to play guitar and then gives it up after a week.
What you're saying, but I can't compare her to Hogan, though.
No, but what I'm saying is I vote for Rhea Ripley. Wow. I vote for Ripley. Sorry. But what I'm saying is for people who pick Leia, it's like she symbolizes the genre and being a power woman. That's why they were like, yeah, Leia. But ultimately, you think about it, Rhea's more critical. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I like...
That's interesting, Dylan. That's interesting.
That is very
Don't feel bad.
No, like I said, I tell people sometimes it's not a prerequisite to life if you haven't watched Star Wars. It's not though. Like they're I know people act like that, but it really isn't because Flobo hasn't seen it and he's still alive. Just like my dad would always say, I'm still breathing. Still breathing.
That is an old man. That's an old black man wise advice right there. I'm still here. Let's get black and down.
I like Star Wars, but it's one of those. It's crazy how beloved it is when at best only half of them are good.
Preach, man.
Like half of them are like even fans will like half of them they're terrible.
I know. I figured out. Oh no, that's the thing though. The majority of fans out here, all they do is talk shit. That's all they do.
It's like it's interesting because you can tell when the adults.
I was in the theater while they were talking shit as the movie's going on.
It's the adults that will show those older movies first. The first 3 movies, to their kids, and then that makes them love Luke, and then they bring them into these other movies that we've all already seen too. So it's like they start them. I swear, every Star Wars fan starts them off right because they want them to love it. So then it turns into the obsession. Like, because the cartoon, the Clone Wars cartoon, that's actually pretty good. Amazing. It's pretty amazing.
Hey, Jikalenko.
Yeah.
I discovered this last week that he's obsessed with Star Wars. I didn't know. And let me point this. And then when me and Jay had an argument via text message, we never argue ever. Like literally, like 15 years we never argue. This is because this is a very silly argument. Like truly. So like what I get mad about when people try to cross over different lores, you know, I mean, the Everything Tournament is one thing, but when a lore is established, like as like a power threshold is established in one genre, and then a power threshold is established in another genre. You can't make that one genre be better because it's already been written. It's already been done. So what I'm trying to say is he literally believes with all his heart and soul that Darth Vader could destroy Thanos. How? That's insane. That's insane.
I know, it's just the Force. It's just the Force?
And he just goes, the Force. I go, what?
But it's not strong as the Gauntlet and Thanos and...
Chat, what say you? Can Thanos, can Darth Vader
think of Thanos even without that thing?
Yeah,
I don't know. Captain Marvel without the gauntlet, Captain Marvel looked like she was about to.
Yeah,
I don't think Darth Vader can beat Captain Marvel.
This cinematic Thanos is weak as hell, man. This is not comic book Thanos we saw in the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Flobo knows.
Thanos.
See Flobo knows. Yeah. Thanos
but I'm talking about Thanos. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. You can't just pick and choose. Thanos is Thanos. Period. He's Thanos. I got you. Like, I can't use the one Thanos to help my argument out. Like Thanos is originally a comic character. Whatever he has done, right? You can't take that away from him.
But the thing, Evan, is that there's the problem with comic books is that the majority of comic book fans don't read books no more. So they see the movies. So that to them, that's you know what I mean. That is Thanos, which sucks for us.
That's what I'm saying. Crazy game. Come on, are we kidding? The Force? What are we talking about right now? He's on a respirator, for goodness sakes.
All right, let's on the respirator now.
He's on. He has like emphysema. But let's go. Let's get
those Pall Malls, man. I don't know.
Well, let me
he has breathing. He has asthma. Let's go.
Surprise everyone. Ripley has beat out.
That is crazy.
Yes.
Ripley won? That's good news.
Yeah.
That's I like this chat. Y'all are surprising me every tournament, man. Ripley beats Princess Leia. My goodness.
Mm-hmm. Let me just boop.
And this is not who can win in a fight, because that would even be even worse.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we're not talking about that. It's who you couldn't live without. So next we now have combat sport badasses. Mike Tyson versus George St. Pierre. Who could you not live without? Evan, why don't you go?
Yeah, it's interesting because George St. Pierre he's one of a kind, man. Even though I think Chuck Liddell's the foundation of UFC, he's really one that brought it mainstream. Really, the one that didn't get enough credit for what he did, because people remember in the latter years when he started getting beat. He just got old, like every fighter gets old, and you know what I mean. Can we please just?
Oh my gosh.
A little put off a toxin.
You know would have a Zyrtec.
You know how lightsabers are trash if you can like make them in real life. Like you can actually make a lightsaber. You know what I mean?
You can make a gun. Put that lightsaber out. There's no ventilation in here.
He's like that dude need a straight up oxygen mask, man. But I gotta go Iron Mike. Not the shenanigans that he served his time for. That's neither here nor there. I can't put in. If we start putting in personal politics with people, man, we won't even have a tournament. So like it's one of those things where Iron Mike, for the time he had, even with a guy that used to knock people out within 1 minute, still sold pay-per-view fights somehow. You know what I mean? The guy, one of the biggest money wasters ever. When I remember growing up and someone's like, yo, we get in the Tyson fight. I go, why? I was a kid, like, why? It's like, yo, I gotta watch it. I go, see, that's amazing to me. They know what was gonna happen and they still spent $50 on it. He was a spectacle. He was a sight to see. He was a sight to behold. He was one of a kind. He was a no nonsense. He's a guy from humble beginnings. What makes him badass is he would tell you what he would do. He was a one-trick pony, and it was a one trick you could not stop. Mike Tyson didn't. He had like breathing problems. A lot of people didn't know. That's why he really wanted to get you up out of there, because if you lasted with Mike, his cardio, because he had a lung thing, where his lung couldn't take in a certain oxygen that other people can, so he gets tired quicker. A lot of people didn't know that, but they couldn't survive long enough to figure that out. But the reason why Buster Douglas won is because Buster Douglas was able to last long, and Mike got fatigued. Evander Holyfield fatigued him. You know what I mean? Lennox Lewis fatigued him. You know what I mean? Like these guys got them tired, but you couldn't last. A one-trick pony with a trick that you couldn't figure out. That devastating hook, that devastating uppercut. Mike Tyson for me in a runaway.
You know, I'm right there with you. I think like George St. Pierre may be the more talented. I'm not the expert on this stuff. I just know he does a lot
more technically skilled. Yeah.
But I mean, Mike Tyson was the baddest man on the planet.
That was literally his nickname.
He was a force of nature watching him do things. He was insanely good. He made boxing bigger than it was when he came into it. I mean, I know boxing seems to have kind of like the up and down popularity, but he was definitely one of those people that made it really big again. I mean, I remember watching a number of his fights and it being over so fast because he would just destroy people. He is the embodiment of a badass when it comes to real life people. I don't know anyone there's very few people in sports that you could say that they are equally as badass as Mike Tyson in real life, as a real life competitor. And I mean, when you to Flobo's point, when you think of boxers to this day, so I think for most people, the first name you think of is Mike Tyson.
Well, if it's not Ali, it's Tyson. Ali was before a lot of people's times. The boxing historians, they'll still say Ali first, but Mike, I tell you, it's not your fault if you hit at an era of media. Like my whole thing about Mike, and I'm not Michael Jordan. I'm not trying to be no shade at all. Mike hit at the perfect time. He literally hit where endorsements became a thing. You know, but Mike hit at the perfect time. The 90s, man. The 90s were this era of the pop culture and things getting pushed out a certain way, and people started figuring out how to market people better. You know what I mean? Like, and it was a beautiful thing to watch, man. And like I said, just like Will Foster just said, it might have been the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But yeah, people paid $50 to see him versus Roy Jones Jr. Unbelievable. That fight made them millions of dollars, and that shows the cachet and the clout of Tyson. With all due respect, it wasn't because of Roy Jones Jr. Mike Tyson could have fought me, and people would have paid $50. They just would have.
I would have.
I paid 100.
Yeah. Mike's still a bad boy. Like I said, and to me, one of the most badass things about Mike is what happened to him after his daughter passed away. Is which, in my humble opinion, is what made him calm down. Because even in his latter years, he was still getting in trouble. He still was getting kicked out of places in Vegas. What knocked the wind out of Mike Tyson's sails, what they don't talk about, what they don't publicize, what they don't push out, is his daughter when he was away kind of strangled herself in like one of the elliptical machine cords. She died. She literally died. One of his youngest daughters died by strangling herself. Ever since that happened, I am telling you, that dude has been a model citizen. He's been a model citizen. And so it takes a person to be badass enough to get humbled enough where you can kind of chill a little bit, go on, do a one-man show, make fun of yourself and hangover a little bit. You know what I mean? He's a pretty badass dude, man. How the hell are you going to argue this, Flobo?
Well, once you put the sentimental thing, I can't.
You can argue sentiment. I'm just saying.
Sports into the chat, so now they're looking at me too.
No, and it's one of those things where I just say no. Truly, I don't think that gets talked about enough. Like no one talks about why he changed. He didn't just change. He changed because his daughter passed, man. I'm telling you, and a tragedy, man.
So the reason why I pick GSP is very similar to Tyson.
He's a bad boy though. GSP's a bad boy. Make no mistake.
Yo, he is, and we're not talking about who's gonna win the fight.
No,
different thing. Different.
Took it to Captain America.
Yeah, exactly. Captain America.
That fight was awesome too, by the way.
Yeah, no, for sure. Tyson came up in the pay-per-view era, when we all had the hot box. You go to the guy with the hot box and watch the free pay-per-view. But GSP, and to maybe a different extent, Anderson Silva, came at a time where UFC was trying to clean up the sport. So for a while, 100%. Those two guys carried so many more of their pay-per-views and had so many cachets. Different eras, different sports. But you're right. Ultimately, name for name, the household name is Mike Tyson. And if I said GSP hit me, you'd be like, what does that stand for? You can't argue Mike Tyson. So I tried, but I know it's Mike Tyson.
I tried.
He ate someone's ear.
A little piece of it. You know what
I mean,
saying? Like,
come on. Like,
he even admitted to it, though.
He did it because he couldn't beat Evander. And it took him 20 years to admit it, but he finally admitted it.
Well,
that's kind of like, talk about going down swinging or chewing or whatever.
I broke my back. I broke my back.
Come back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tyson's winning this, baby. And he winning this.
No, it was a landslide.
Damn.
Last time I
Tyson's gonna
saw
be a
him, I
tough
paid
out,
to
too.
see
Yeah,
him.
he
was
is gonna be a tough
him
out.
versus Lewis. That was the last time I paid to see him. I was like,
Yeah, that's the last time I paid up. That's the last time I paid to see Mike Tyson. That's Lennox Lewis. And he knew what I knew. He dragged him out to deep waters, man, and just picked him to pieces, baby. Picked him to pieces. The Brit. Yeah, that's it. That's it for that.
Okay, let's see here. So Mike Tyson.
Now, this
It's
is where the
going
real
through.
tomfoolery is about to take over, but that's okay. I'll get through it.
All right. So now
Here
next
comes the tomfoolery.
badass
crazy.
cops. We have Columbo versus John McClane.
Let me tell y'all something. Look at that man. Look at that. Come on, man. Come
He is
on, man.
so intelligent over there on the
Oh, get the cigar. He's so clean. Oh God, I don't even
That's
know.
Man, what 85-year-old person put Columbo in this thing?
Me.
It should be illegal to put some guy who was
Why?
born in the 1800s
He ran
in
for
this,
like, like 30 years.
this guy.
He was a cop for like 30 years on TV.
Yeah, but
Why
that's
he's the
30
better
years.
cop than McClane.
Yeah, it was playing because it was playing in retirement homes for 30 years. That's why he's been on for so
Go ahead,
long.
Jack. Go ahead, cook. I'm gonna let you cook, man. Go ahead, man.
I'm just teasing about Columbo, but John McClane, come on, like
He's so sloppy though.
because he's a badass. He's not trying to be clean. He's not trying to be perfect. He's just trying to save Christmas. He's just
That's what
trying
I'm
to
talking
save
about,
New York.
baby.
John McClane surfed on the back of a jet in one of the movies. How
What
do
do
you
you mean it's a debate? It's a debate show, Dylan Matthew. That's why it's a debate.
I mean, John McClane has done so many amazing things. What makes him badass isn't the fact that he beats up a lot of people, but at the end of his movies, he takes such a beating himself and keeps on ticking.
Answer Vesper. Did he hide out in vents or not? Yes or no?
He just bugged the crap.
Did
out
John?
of you.
No, he
give
was
up.
getting from one terrorist to the next in the
No, I'm talking about
fastest
Columbo.
way possible.
Terrorist
No, he was in the
network.
vent. He was in the vents whispering. Hi, can you? That dude was whispering.
He was because he was trying to sneak attack someone. I mean, he didn't even have shoes on, and he was killing people.
He walked on broken glass. Because he didn't have no damn shoes, Charlene.
Broken glass.
Nice track. Crazy game. We got beef too.
I mean,
you haters in this chat have never watched one episode of Columbo.
because they're under 65. They don't have their social security checks
Got you
yet.
there, Evan. You got you there.
Well, most people were like 2
Savage.
when Die Hard came out. So let's be real.
The
Let's
people
who-
keep it real. Die Hard is early 80s.
The people who watch
yeah.
Columbo don't know how YouTube works. They can't watch this show.
My mom knows how YouTube works, I think.
Dad, come on, talk about it. Badasses don't sneak.
It's not his fault he didn't have shoes on. He'd have let him know. But
Die Hard, yeah, 1988 was.
Thank you, Will Buckstead.
What say you, Flo?
I-
This is ridiculous.
Okay, so here's a different kind of badassery. So
Yes, exactly. It's two different kind of
Exactly.
badasses.
my knee-jerk reaction was say John McClane.
Exactly.
'Cause,
Crazy game. I'm glad you admitted that. Honestly, thank you.
Again, John McClane changed the game of action movies. Before that was like the Commando era.
Agreed.
We finally saw like our guys get hurt and take damage and
100%.
outwit some of the people like using their cleverness.
That's my favorite part about John McClane, that he takes damage. That's my favorite thing about him.
yes.
He is worse for wear every movie. That is the best thing about him. He gets his ass kicked. Go ahead.
But the bigger question is guerrilla warfare badass?
Mm.
I've seen Columbo in these episodes go into someone's house knowing full well they're a
That they're
murderer and be like, so tell me just one more thing, and have them admit the hell they did it. And I'm like,
With no backup.
Dude, no backup, dude. I can imagine. Like, I'll be scared hell with shitless if I had to go into an office and tell someone they killed somebody by myself. So I don't know, man. I gotta pick the Columbo. He's a different kind of badass, and I know it's weird because he's old and the show's from the '70s, and there's like 8 seasons of them and
Exactly.
movies and
The
stuff.
1870s.
Yeah. But compared to 3 movies or 5 movies, but I
He
go
just
Columbo,
doesn't.
man.
He just doesn't give up, man. That's
Most-
how-
he's
that's how-
fearless.
Most people can't even vote if
He's
they've
fearless.
never seen Columbo. But I always count everyone's votes. But if you really haven't seen them, you really can't vote. How can I say
Oh.
Brussels
No
sprouts
one's gonna
are
vote
fair?
then. It's an old
Suppression.
No. I just said I count all the votes. What are you talking about?
Stop the count. Stop the
I
count.
count all the votes. I'm just saying, guys, it's really hard to really make an honest assessment on something if you've never seen it before. Though. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to say, McClane, haven't seen it, but McClane, I'm like, yeah, that's tough for me. But I said I always let all votes through, despite how full-hearted they are. Oh,
I'm just having some fun at Columbo's expense, but I mean, I do think to the point of him getting beat up, I think that's one of the key things of being the badass, though, is taking the beating, taking the damage.
I disagree with that. I don't know that getting your ass kicked makes you a badass.
Exactly.
I just like he does
come out the winner, but like my example would be that's why Neo from Matrix would never be in this because he takes like no damage. It's not
early Neo, pre the one Neo.
Okay, Jack, imagine we're without the pandemic. You go to a club and we get to a fight with a dude and you get your ass beat. You think your girl's gonna be like, "What a badass"?
No. If I win at the end of the day, if you win and you overcome the odds, then yeah,
she'll be like, "That was dope." That's true. However, it wouldn't hit the same if you just knocked the dude out one punch. She'd be like, "Damn, that was badass."
Take me home right now. Yeah.
But I think like the most badass moments are those moments where they have like the blood or whatever on their face.
That's what separates to me. All jokes aside, that's what separates me from McClane from everyone because Bond is his own separate entity. You know what I mean? Bond didn't get shot until Sam Mendes' movie for the first time ever. Like I think a lot of people don't know that Bond's never been shot until like a movie ago, like ever. You know what I mean? So he's never taken a shot in the history of a James Bond film until Sam Mendes said, "You know what? I think that'd be kind of cool if he gets shot." And they do such a good job when he gets shot. He like looks down at him like, "What just happened?" He like looks down like. I got shot for the first time, you know what I mean? But that's his own separate entity. But a lot of people take that trope where they don't get damaged. McClane gets his ass kicked, man, and keeps on coming. And then when he beats you, he laughs. He laughs when he blows him. Like when somebody gets blown up, he like laughs. He laughs. He doesn't mourn for you. He doesn't say, "Oh, it's the same." Yeah,
you know, cruel, man.
Oh, that's what makes him so special, man. It's hard to argue McClane, but I'd be damned if he's a better cop than Columbo. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's a terrible cop.
Yeah, see, I know. Doesn't he get like kicked off the force for a second, like suspended and stuff?
Yeah, because he's just a knucklehead, losing his wife. Columbo married to the same woman for 40 years.
I think in the third one, isn't he actually even? Yeah, he was kicked off the force, but because it was revenge.
Simon brought him back, and Simon he goes, "Oh, I'm a cop again." He was like, and they had him his badge. He was like, what is this? And he's like, he goes, "Are you done, Lieutenant?"
And he was hungover the whole time. Come on,
that's pretty badass.
That's tough.
He had a bad headache the whole movie.
If I'm hungover, that's my day. I'm over. Doesn't matter.
Close the blinds.
If the house is on fire, I'm like, I'm not moving.
I can't argue with it, man. I can't argue with it.
Where's my etc.?
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, McClane is winning.
It's okay, Columbo. I love you, baby. I love you. Hugs and kisses. All you haters in the chat, watch an episode of Columbo. It'll change your life. That's the GOAT, man.
He got my favorite thing. He's like, oh, one more thing.
Yeah. What's up?
He got you, man.
Because he's gonna keep asking you. He's gonna come. He's annoying. He comes in back doors. He's like, "Oh, the door was open. I just let myself in."
Like, you know damn well that door went open, Columbo.
You can't understate this. And I watch these shows like Chicago PD that tries to be tough, right? And then they're in the police station. They turn off the camera. And they sit on the chair like Jonathan Frakes does in Star Trek Next Generation. They be like, "Tell me who did it." But it takes a whole another level to walk into somebody else's house.
Like,
I think you killed somebody.
Like in their yard.
You didn't even ask them if they could. You didn't even ask if you could smoke in the house. You just smoking in the house.
Yeah, his cigar. He's always like lighting a cigar.
Yeah.
This is
he pours himself a drink. He's like, I thought I could have some.
Yeah, you said
back in the 30s, everyone smoked inside. It was no big deal.
You white short farmer.
It's true though. Everyone had an ashtray.
We got one more. We're done.
Yeah. All right.
One more.
By Columbo. John McClane has pushed through. John McClane, even though he's a bad
trash.
Okay, so
he might be a tough out too. Damn it, he really.
Last two movies are trash. Second one wasn't that good either. Just saying.
So,
I didn't see the very last John McClane. I like the Live Free or Die Hard.
Yeah, so far.
With Justin Long walking around like a tool the whole movie.
Yeah. It's a fire sale.
Everyone has picked right so far. Nobody's out of the gift card.
Wow, the gift card's still on.
Everyone so far. Okay. Last one for the day. We have 90s. Hold on, as well. Okay. 90s TV show Badass. We have Buffy the Vampire Slayer versus Highlander.
Boot down right there. Cool intentions right there. Now let me tell y'all something, y'all.
Tell me
Oh,
something.
Evan's going first.
Let me tell y'all something right now.
Let him know,
Let me tell you something right now, man. Hashtag not my Buffy, man. First of all, man. My Buffy Vampire Slayer got Paul Rubens in there. You know what I mean? Got that good looking chiseled jaw. Before Jack Farmer, I met Jack Farmer. My chiseled jaw was Luke Perry, baby. Woo! That's a chiseled jaw. God rest his soul, baby.
Jack is like, you had a chiseled jaw for real?
She's not the reason why I can't go her over as Buffy because she's not my Buffy. Buffy is my girl in the movie. Chrissy Swanson, I believe. And Donald Sutherland. You know what I mean? But Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the TV show, is an amazing show. It's an amazing show. Sarah Michelle Gellar is awesome in it. I love everybody in that thing except for that whack. What's that whack ass? What's his name? What's that sucker MC's name?
You talking about Angel?
No, Angel's the truth.
Xander.
Xander. Oh, he's trash. But anyways, man.
My best friend Paul's favorite character. I'm like, get out of here.
Listen, I gotta go Highlander for badass. That was my wiggle room one because he's damn near a sorcerer, for goodness sakes. There can be only one. He's immortal as long as someone doesn't come and cut his head off. He's been running amok through different eras and different ages and people. And to me, it's not about, like I said, it's not about fighting, but there is something to be said about somebody badass where they know someone's probably coming to kill them every single day throughout centuries and centuries and centuries. He has to always be on guard. He has to always have a head on his swivel. He can't even do anything in the world. And by the way, Princess of the Universe by Queen. Oh my God, what a theme song. I am immortal.
My guy.
Highlander. I gotta go Highlander.
That song is so good. I forgot about that. I'm so glad you reminded me of it.
It's so good.
It stuff gives me like goosebumps like every time
really
I play it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys were Queen fans. That's cool.
That's my second favorite band of all time, brother.
They're up there, yeah.
Number one is
Foreigner.
Oh, you're a Foreigner fan?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
my favorite, I know every single Foreigner song.
Foreigner is not the same without Lou Graham, but I'm just saying the Lou Graham era, that's my band too.
Bro, Foreigner's my favorite band
Foreigner
of all time over every band ever, bro.
Dude, hold on. So Foreigner and Queen, and we watch Columbia. Are we old, Evan? Like,
we're old. I will watch Murder, She Wrote like every day.
We all need to get hard candies.
Butterscotch.
I have one of those originals in the kitchen right now.
Oh, that's Grandma's right there. No, yo, same here. I gotta go.
I spent a lot of time with my Nana. Sorry.
Oh, yo, shout out to Nanas, y'all. They're cool, man.
Yes.
I gotta go with the Buffy, man. Buffy was a thing. Buffy was not only the fact that she had the courage to do it because she was not immortal. I gotta say that she lived in the city.
She was a reluctant hero. I love reluctant heroes.
Yo, those are great. So I guess I gotta say every day. But it was weird that she would live in the town where they were super happy about it. Like, I don't know what's going on. I thought that was
Mon, shut up.
I know. I laughed. I saw it. That's why I was laughing.
Wow,
that's why I was laughing.
Wow. Well, I'm going Buffy. Forget you, Mon. You'll get explanation.
Come on, Buffy, please. Hello, Mota. Ooh, I can't wait till this quarantine is lifted.
He's going after everybody.
I'm going after everybody, man. I'm making the rounds, baby.
Going to the Thames. What's a famous river in Australia? I don't know.
Wherever there's a dragon in there, it doesn't matter anyway. There's
Sydney Opera House. It'll be in the harbor.
There's like a water goblin inside there.
So these are two shows I never watched. I mean, I know of them obviously, and I saw the movie Buffy, and I know
that's the only Buffy that should matter right there.
So I'm just gonna go based off.
You gonna tell me where to go? Oh, it's going down there. Wait a minute, Mon, you can't team up.
Watch out. Watch out, man. For all you know, Sydney Harbor's where all the most dangerous animals live.
Yeah, they ain't going in that water. Just kidding.
I appreciate the let go.
So going off of what I know and understand of these, Buffy slays vampires. That's cool. Yep. Highlander's like a sorcerer with a sword that cuts people's heads off. That's cool. I got to go with Highlander because there can only be one, which means by nature of it, you have to be the most badass one of all of them. There could be a million vampire slayers, and for all I know, she's killing the easiest vampires. But
the Buffy Vampire 3, it goes through eras, though. It's like, but like probably maybe centuries. But you're right, though. When it comes to the Highlander, throughout time, they're trying to knock this dude off. Throughout time.
Yes. Like, and he has to keep creating a new identity, like throughout the years. like how much illegal stuff's going on that he's like a new person every freaking
can you
century.
imagine living for 4,000 years and someone come and hit you when you see the height of all technology and someone comes and cuts your head off? I'm like, are you serious?
I lived through the dark ages, and as soon as the internet shows up, someone cuts my head off.
Probably Leon the professional.
You gotta be
Straight up
kidding
Leon.
Yeah, seriously.
That's brutal too. It's not like someone might poison you or do something in your sleep. They got to chop your head off.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to
do
be
all those
pretty.
things. You can
It
poison
will
them, you
end
can shoot
bad.
them. Yeah, you do all the things to them, and it don't matter.
So I think I go Highlander on this one.
Ooh,
Plus,
that's
I mean, Mag bringing back Queen, that song. I'm putting that in my workout playlist.
Bro, that song is so good, bro. Well, you know, the thing about it is, Jack, and the thing about the Highlander is you actually have to die before you can become the Highlander. You actually have to die before you even become the one. You have to legitimately die, and then so how badass it is to die and then get resurrected and then survive.
Sounds pretty weak. Kurt Russell does it all the time. Kurt Russell does it all the time in this tournament.
You got to take a beating first. That's part of the rule.
Crazy game. Anyone can cut their head off, but you have to do it. You know what I mean? Let's say I cut the Highlander's head off and never did anything. I would assume all those powers of the previous people that came his way. So that would infuse you with that power, man. Pretty badass, man. Pretty badass.
But also that said, I mean, that's like saying, so anyone can beat up Conor McGregor?
Exactly.
No.
I mean,
Jack Jitsu.
Yeah.
Using Jack Jitsu.
Old callback. Old Jack Jitsu. We are just gonna gloss over the fact that he was disrespected Sherlock's martial arts with that comment.
Tisk.
This is the sure headlock.
Oh, I swear to God.
Wow.
Oh, you did? Okay, so Crazy Game said that he's seen the show but didn't get it. I mean, it's because kind of like a soap opera. If you never saw the movie, the first one.
Yeah, he always throws shade at that.
He
always throw shit. No, but the thing about it is,
I've seen two of them though.
Bobo's a smart dude, man. Like and plus he has seen Star Wars. With all due respect, it's not much to grasp. That's another thing about Star Wars fans. They act like it's so layered. Like it really is. He stole the concept of an old samurai movie. Guys, stop giving this dude props, guys. Yeah. Damn, he stole the. What do you know? Samurai sword, lightsaber. Similarities, right? He stole the entire.
The journey is like ancient Chinese.
Like come on, man.
Darth Vader is a samurai. He's a samurai. Look. That's exactly what a samurai looks like.
You see the helmet? Samurai. Come on!
Don't be exposing George Lucas like that. Just because Indiana Jones is King Solomon's mind, don't you be exposing my man.
Exposing.
So I just laughed at Vesper's comment. It's true. We don't need no more sparkling vampires, please.
Yeah, I got Highlander. I don't know who's winning though. Buffy's probably winning, right?
I think so, but Highlander's getting more votes than I expected.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's all. I just wanted to make a good case for Highlander. Man.
Are Highlander movies worth going back and watching?
Yeah, yes. The movies are cold because what they do. When they cross over the dude from the TV show in the movie with Lambert. Oh my God, man!
First one has Sean Connery.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my gosh, and then the second one is that. Oh, that's. Second one, does he come back? Like, does the one bad guy come back?
You know, the one dude in the oh man, I forget. But I just like that because no one's ever tried to do that.
The third one, it's when they do the crossover
with the dude from the original. Come on, that is on. Oh, I love when movies do that. I don't know why people don't do that more, man. Just make it happen. Why couldn't Tom Welling be my Superman in Superman Returns? Why not?
And I think in the first episode of the show on TV, he comes in from the movie. He comes in from the movie as like how are you doing? Like how are you doing?
Oh yeah, he does. He does. I kind of passed the torch. Buffy, I see you, Buffy. I see you, Boo Fang. I see you.
Does Buffy have powers? She's
extra strong. She's supposed to.
I think she's supposed to be stronger.
Yeah, she's supposed to be strong. Yeah.
Like I said, let's be real. She's no slouch. Like I told you, and I like reluctant heroes. I like people that are like begrudgingly save the world. You know what I mean? Like she's still she wants to go to school and have a life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the vampires are trying to eat everybody in the school, so she has to.
What a day!
What a day! And I got a test tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't care. But like,
I just want to say, man, please, Jake Lincoln, don't be mad at me, bro. I'm just,
Which Star Wars movies did you see, Flobo?
I've seen episode 4 and episode 1.
You're
Both
good.
Twice.
You're good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's pretty much the gist. There's a Jedi. There's a thing. Like
I'm not mad at Episode 1, Phantom Menace.
No, see, you know me. You know me. You know
Well,
where I'm
you
at.
know.
Racist.
Anybody that don't know me,
I love
episode
Qui-Gon
1,
Jinn.
because of one reason, the last 20 minutes, maul. That's worse the whole
And
movie.
I know everyone was mad at that character, but I love Jar Jar Binks too because he was lovable and I loved him. So I know.
Yeah,
I don't know why he's wearing a jersey though.
But I know people hate him.
You know, in all seriousness, I read a whole piece on the brother that plays him. You know, and he wanted to kill himself standing at the top of the Brooklyn Bridge, wanted to commit suicide. And then something hit him. He stopped doing it. He literally reassessed his entire life. But I just want to let you know what haters can do. They can literally make you want to jump off a bridge over something that's supposed to be the biggest moment in his life. It's not his fault that George Lucas made him a character of a black man.
Yeah,
George Lucas.
Yeah, that was all designed. That's
not his fault. He was just playing the role of a lifetime. He didn't know he was gonna be. People gonna be like, wait a minute, is this a? Are you playing a character of a black guy? He's like, wait, what? He's like, wait. I was what? And it turned into a whole thing.
That means I don't want to make it super serious, but I hate the fact that
we can talk about anything on this show.
The fact that if you're a person of color and you do some kind of character with levity, people drop that C word hard.
That's all they do.
It's like, why?
I told Heidi that word gets dropped. That word gets dropped, and I think about 70% of people I know that have said that word, they don't even know the basis of it, where it comes from, the origin, the significance of calling another black person that. That you got to take some responsibility when you throw that word out. That you are throwing that word around like he's a coon for doing Jar Jar Binks.
I think he was just playing an alien, guys. But
someone said George Lucas wants to give you a bag of money to do this. I'll do it.
George Lucas called me tomorrow like we're doing Jar Jar, and I'm like, okay.
Same movie. It's the same. That little kid too. His life turned to crap because the same thing. His life went to crap because of the same thing.
That broke my heart, man. He's running from the FBI, tatting himself up in jail right now for all kinds. Man, I'm telling you right now,
that little kid.
That just goes to show you what Star Wars can do to children, Jay Kalenko.
What's kind of interesting growing up, obviously I grew up with the originals first, and then the new one, the prequels came out, and everyone hated them. But now that it's been 20 years, it's interesting how more and more people are showing love to the prequels.
Very interesting.
Now that they're kind of in the past, now that they're part
with the same lore. That's why, like, they didn't go start doing all these other things that they've created.
You're right, Jack. It's aging better because people are like, because I'm gonna tell you what I was telling Heidi about this when we watched the first 3 movies, like recently, maybe a couple years ago. I was like, you see what happens when it's be careful what you wish for. Yeah. And then what happened is they got a bunch of directors that don't know what the hell they're doing with Star Wars, and they did all this random stuff for the new ones, and all the people were like, I wish I had episode 1, 2, and 3 back. Like they wish they had them back. You know
exactly because it's still
Charlene, young Anakin, man, breaks your heart.
That kid. Mm-hmm. They messed him up mentally and that's what fans can do that. Like they find your phone number, your email, they find. And that was before like Twitter and all that stuff. So now it's like it'd be even worse now.
Yeah, man. We got the first 8 in, guys. We're gonna do the next 8.
I didn't say it. Yes. Yeah, Buffy, Buffy won, but Highlander put up a fight.
There you go.
Highlander did put up a fight.
There you go, Highlander. I appreciate you, baby boy.
There can be only one, so I guess Buffy cut his head off.
So before we get up out of here, can you read the people what has gone through? I'm curious because this one's interesting. Pretty much things are going kind of towards script, but it's about to get real choppy in the second round. I can already tell.
Mm-hmm.
Choppy.
We have okay.
Choppy is the first move you learn.
I guess I mean do round. I guess I mean preview round 2 right now.
I think it's Jack Jitsu.
I'll just do the. I won't say the. I'll tell you what they are. Yeah. We have under 18 badasses. We have leather clad badasses. Strong women badasses who run amok. Henchmen badasses or badass henchmen, I guess. 80s movie henchmen 80s movie badass. Disaster movie badasses. Badass sidekicks and badass government agents.
Okay, my peoples, man. I appreciate y'all for joining us on this Everything Tournament 8 Badass Tournament Edition. Jack Farmer, the curator, Flobo, and I and Jack kind of threw a couple things together, threw our three different kind of picks, jumbled them up, put them together to try to curate this best thing. And you haters got rid of Columbo in the first round. you know what pisses me off? I shouldn't have gave that veto because that right there on a G stuff, I'd have been like, called veto first round.
Whoa!
I would have dropped the round one veto. Just to let y'all know what I would have done with my veto. Before we get out of here, Jack Farmer. Pleasure's always mine. I'm Dylan Matthews. Jack Farmer, what say you, brother? Put yourself over.
Yeah, you can find me at Real Jack Farmer across all social media. You can also buy a Jack Farmer t-shirt at realjackfarmer.threadless.com.
Hey,
yo, Jack, I want some coffee from you, dude. How do that?
Oh, if you want the best coffee in the world.
Give me the big screen for that.
Yeah, if you want the best coffee on the planet, you go to www.thebrosters.com. Use promo code BROCODE1. It's all organic, all single origin, roasted weekly, none of that trash you find in other coffees. Just the best. www.thebrosters.com. Promo code BROCODE1.
Flobito.com. You got anything you need to hawk?
Yeah, man. Flobito.com is a website. I'm at FloboBoys on social media. And if you're on Twitch, man, twitch.tv/FloboBoys. Like, hit me a follow. We do wrestling
I just
talk.
seen that. Hold on. I just
stuff.
seen it took me a whole hour and 38 minutes to see that shitty jersey you're wearing.
Wow.
Keeping you 13, okay.
Wow, dude. Okay. But you know what? Here's the difference between fandoms. When that time when Pop popped up, I called you, right? I was like, "Yo, your man's killing it right now," but my jersey's shitty. Okay, fine. That's how it is. Like, your big screen's done. Click. Twitch.tv/FloboBoys, man. Yeah, come on, sit down.
Go ahead. Oh, continue, brother. Put yourself over, my bad.
Twitch.tv/FloboBoys, man. Hit me a follow. Be my friend.
Yo, everything Mac, Instagram, man, Twitter, Coco Cena on Twitch, Big Face, what say you?
You can find me everywhere at pinomac.com. Also go check out what the fudge? I couldn't speak there. Check out Geek Renaissance on Instagram. You want to find some goodies, some nerdy goodies. And also, the Macs have started where everyone will be starring around me in a K-pop web series called K-Poppin'. And if you guys want to check it out, help us out, go to seedandspark.com.
Yeah, y'all need y'all, man.
/fund/K-Poppin'. I know that's kind of long, but yeah, go to Seed and Spark and search K-Poppin'. It's very easy. Give it a follow. We need followers.
Jack doesn't even know his role, but I do have you in as handsome man. It is a direct shot at Patty Jenkins. Therefore, it's gonna just be you come in. You're just gonna walk in. And you're gonna be handsome, and I'm gonna comment on your handsome.
He's gonna be on the crew.
Perfect. That's the best role I could have. But I want to let everyone know, honestly, do yourselves a favor and go check it out just for the little video that Evan did promoting it. It's worth the trip to the website alone. Visit it. Of course, make a donation, but if you got a few minutes, just go visit. It's funny. It's great. It's really well done.
Thanks, fellas. Jackie Boy, thank you for your Jackie Boy donated. Flobo donated because y'all my guys, y'all my peoples. I really appreciate that, man. When I wanted to come up with this damn thing, man, I know I can make it for less, but I want to pay everybody. You know what I mean? I'm on a million sets, man, all the time, and I did a lot of work for a lot of people in my time in LA and never got paid ever. You know what I mean? Like, and it was like never even a thought or a question. It's like, oh, you should be happy to be here. I go, guys, well, I auditioned for it, but I'm like, so I said, I want to do something where I pay everybody. I don't want everybody to do this shoot for hours and hours and hours and and not leave with something, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to raise this money to be able to pay everybody, cast and crew, which does not happen often, which is crazy, bro. But man, it doesn't happen often, man. So and my director, he ain't cheap, so I need it. Oh, he good, but he ain't cheap. Damn.
Anyway, I was going to be in the movie, but then everyone saw my jersey and now I'm out. But before then,
but you got to ridiculous. I didn't even tell you what the hell you're doing, but it's funny, man. And
I'm down, man. I'm down for it. For sure.
Yo, appreciate all y'all for joining us, man. Everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate all y'all. Know, I jest, even though y'all a bunch of haters. Everybody give Flobo hate mail for that shitty ass jersey. Manchester United all day long.
I guess. I
actually love that black. The black is my favorite one y'all make too. That's my favorite one. I love that black one. Yeah, it's cold. Such a cold alternate. Man, I love that one. Look at that jersey. It's so sick. But
Isn't it the worst when the team you hate has a good jersey?
That jersey is so sick. Mm-hmm. But anyways, and it's sponsored by Puma. I'm like, damn, Puma did it. Puma makes such good clothes. All right, y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man.